What's up, guys? Back to another episode of your favorite brand new podcast, Authentic, man. We're just authentic guys. We're gonna tell you guys a lot of the truth, the real. Just let you guys know we're regular guys that are on our journey, and we're happy and thankful and appreciate us for watching, sharing, and just going on this journey with us. You'll see a lot of growth, and that's what we're all about. And we have this very special guest. This is one of our really good friends. This guy has like the, we'll have all the, the all that stuff. But man, no, he's a great person. We want to make sure we give you your flowers. That's another thing that's how we want to make sure we do here is give people their flowers and give them the stage and the platform that they deserve. Man, you put in a lot of work. You motivate a lot of people. You don't even know it. We admire you. We definitely like what you're doing. We like how you carry yourself, everything. Yes. PR agency, this and that, the connector, all type of stuff, man. Mentor, what you do a lot. You probably do a lot of coaching, psychology-wise on people, But yeah, we got you here in the flesh, man. So we definitely love to have a great conversation with you.
Let's roll.
Go with that. Also, we want to thank we have a lot of sponsors that are sponsoring the show, and I got to get some legal paperwork done before I actually say all the names and all that. But thank you guys so much. This is only episode 2, and people are just believing in our dream, and it's really because of our work that's what everyone's saying. We see you guys working, and that's what. I kind of talked about it on an IG post. I was like, people seeing your work ethic is gonna make them invest in you in some way, whether it's girls, guys, whatever it is,
Can
right?
I just pause you right there? What? I love what you said about that. People will always respect you whether they voice it or they don't. Mm-hmm. When they see drive, work ethic, attitude, motivated people, they deep down respect it because you can't buy work ethic.
Nope.
You can't buy attitude.
Yeah.
You can't buy drive. That comes from within. So the reason why I want to hang out with you guys and be here, and I didn't care whether it's your second or 400. I like these guys, how they operate. They speak well, they're authentic. That's the kind of vibe I want to be around. And when I'm with you, uplifted. I want to be on the boat with winners.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
100%, man. And also big shout out, thank you to our favorite partners, which is Canopy. It's where we shoot our podcast. They open their doors to us. We love the relationship. The guys here are amazing. And obviously, where we get most of our drips. So if you guys need any clothes and you're here in Miami, just come through and, come take all this stuff out because they got a lot of stuff that they keep bringing in new clothes all the time, But yeah, man, I wanted to kind of jump back on the thing that you guys were talking about before was about how deals come in and it kind of happens after a while, it doesn't happen right away, how someone would think it's 1, 2, 3 step. For example, for me today, I had a meeting with one of my clients, and what I do now is I just like to reach out to my clients, let them know, hey, I just want to let them know thank you for choosing me, because I'm thankful, man. I remember the days where I was going in LA, Ventura Boulevard, door to door to every business, trying to get business to sell them on the stuff that I'm doing now. And it was a no. I couldn't even get someone to do it for free. And now it's I'm not even I don't even do any advertising really because people it's just referrals. So I'm super thankful for that. But that compound effect is what is a big thing in business, that putting in that work, the reps that you put in, the results come. And that's a very important thing that a lot of people overlook.
Yeah, they try to skip through the matrix or whatever, what I like to tell individuals is it sounds so cliche, but it's so fucking real, bro. You gotta go through the process, you gotta eat shit, you gotta get kicked in the teeth, you gotta experience all that, so that when you do get the reward or you get the blessing, you can really, appreciate it as well as you can do with it what God really intended you to do with it.
There's a saying that I love, and I think it's mine, but I'm going to own it.
Yeah.
The riches and the rewards will come when the runs are on the board.
I like that.
You will get all the riches, you will get all the rewards when you've put the runs on the board.
Yeah.
People are wanting to do this. Show me the runs. Show me the sacrifice. Show me the years.
Show me the hours. Show me.
I think that's why people admire Gary Vee, and I think we all do. Same with Grant, because they don't just say. You can go on YouTube, which is what are they going to edit the YouTube videos for 10 years ago? You can see Gary with him with half bald with the wine,
the wine
voice, Grant in doing videos, dude, he's not as he's obviously had not work done, but he's worked out. He was a very plain Jane kind of guy. I'm dude, he was there doing the gigs,
Yep, so true.
That's just general respect, and you're right. People are everybody wants the quick way. I'm but bro, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Name tell me one person that just got the quick way. And then, if you can magically tell me, then what happens after? He doesn't have the character.
You just lead me to it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah. That's what I feel like I've been noticing. Sorry to cut you off. That's what I feel like I've been noticing here in Miami. Oh man, when I moved here, that was like one of the first things I noticed right away. And there's a lot of different perspectives I have with it. Right. I get it, but also like, oh, this is cake. This made it. It was like, oh, this is about to be so easy.
What do you mean?
Because I just know that people are gonna want to work with an authentic person. They're gonna want to work with someone that's like really about it, that has good meaning behind what they're doing. It's not just about the money. And that's where I've been seeing where my advantage is. Right. And that's where I was like, oh yeah, people are like this and that. I understand. This person spent all their money on this car, this jewelry. I spent it on people. I'm building like a real thing back home, you know. So it's definitely something you notice here in Miami.
Dude, bro, the people will fall through the cracks eventually. Dude, there's always a new wave of businesses. Like, you know, a buddy of mine's going to come here soon, but like he told me about real estate when real estate was hot, when everyone was like a new property guy. The new people come in, they're looking for the quick thing. Yeah. Then they all fall through, and the ones that's like are still there. That's why they get all the deals now. Yeah. Like with you guys, like people know that, like, dude. And tell me if I'm wrong. It's very hard to constantly lie and not be yourself if you're constantly showing up. Like eventually, if you're lying, you're gonna eventually crack. So
100%.
You guys are authentic, so you might as well just stay you.
Yeah.
Like, and people won't get it at the beginning. You know why? Because you're confident. You guys are handsome guys. You guys know what's up. They won't like it. They won't get it. Then they come back. Oh shit! These guys are still the same people. Shit! These guys are getting results.
Yeah.
Now I love you guys.
Yeah, you don't know how many times I've gotten messages from individuals that, you know, hit me back later, you know, after, you know, talking shit or putting my name in the dirt or whatever. Like, oh, he's just another one of those guys, especially in the MLM space, because that happens a lot. Right. You know, so, you know, I experienced, you know, quite a few individuals that came back and said, hey, you know what, man, I did talk shit about you 3 years ago, because I thought you were just one of these, you know, quick guys or whatever. Right. And, you know, I appreciate you for just staying solid and being a great example. So,
but for anyone listening, that you just have to keep pushing through, keep your head down. Because, dude, most people are going to talk shit. Like most people, we were talking about this before. When was the last time someone came to you, hey man, congratulations on all your hard work. Thank you for putting in the work. No. Dude, look at this guy in his suit with the watch, like with the girls. Like, he was giving it. Dude, that happened to me for 10 years when I was doing YouTube videos. 3 years a week.
Expand on that a little bit.
Well, I started my career in the entertainment. I was a magician. You knew that, right? So I was like, and I did YouTube videos, like
which I just can't even see.
Yeah, I know. While doing, it was a fun time.
What kind of? Hold on. What kind of tricks? You know, like what?
We're not in a strip club. It wasn't like tricks in a strip club. Hey girl. I was doing like card tricks, like coin tricks. Like, you want to try one? Okay, do this. Let's do it. Do this. Let's do this.
Are you serious?
Just follow me.
Let's see.
Okay, thumbs down. Okay, right hand over left. Squeeze. Okay, so thumbs down. Follow me. Ready? I'll go first. Ready? Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3.
Get the fuck out.
I'll do it again. Hold on. Right hand, left hand. Watch close. Thumbs down. Sort of trick. Something to watch. Right over left.
Watch right over left.
Yeah. So I switch my pinky, so it's like left on top. There you go. Okay, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Left on top. Okay, so my left is.
Yeah. No. It's all about how you move people to get them to see something they don't see.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of magic can be amazing, but it also can be dangerous because it's con man-ish. You're manipulating, persuading people, captivating people, getting them into a state of like what's going on, and that's what people do in a bad way. Like then they take their money, they take their watch, they take them. Like we know con men. Whether you're on a smaller level or a big level,
they're still
con men are usually they're likable, very likable people because you got to get people to trust you.
So some of their psychology is at a different level.
Yeah. The problem is, it's like these guys they're always on the run. So you have to and you guys do it too. People trust you. You could take advantage of that, or you could help people.
A lot of the guys that are those con men at a higher level, I mean, They read the same books we read. Same personal
Yeah.
development, except they're like, okay, bet, this is how to get this person to think I'm this. Okay, cool. And this is how to, tweak this situation and manipulate this and that.
Man, it's crazy.
I was just talking about in the last podcast that we did. I had a business partner that actually did that and tried to destroy my reputation, but God is powerful, more powerful than any man. That got cleared up, but that's what he was doing.
Working clients?
Yeah. So in MLM, it was that sort of thing. It's like, oh, well, I know that these new group of people are coming in. They're still being nurtured, still being trained. They're reading Think and Grow Rich and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
So he's skipping ahead as if like he was the one that created all these ideas and all that. And if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
They're looking at this guy like he's Jesus.
Yeah, he's Jesus. Yeah.
He's Jesus. Or whatever. And the whole time he just conned everybody, out of money, time, friendships.
Right.
I actually shared some tears over that situation because this was like somebody that was extremely close to me. So it'll be the people closest to you and in your business sometimes as well. That will do those kind of things.
And it's sad too, because like the one thing I realized, and I think we've realized, it's better to give and be authentic.
Yeah.
Like look at the magnitude of success and what can do for people. Dude, of course, have we felt like, man, I could easily push this guy over the line? Like I think it's really cool, but it's like, no. Your whatever angel on your shoulder goes, hey, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like you could, like, even if they want help, but you're like, dude, this is not for them. I don't want to take the $5,000. I don't want to take $1,000. I don't even, because I know deep down it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's just,
How do you communicate that with a client or with an individual you're talking to? You're on the phone, they want to do this. I have my way. I would like to hear yours of.
I had it 2 days ago. I was speaking at an
right.
event yesterday in Florida.
Yeah.
Some lady came up to me. She's like, she's a nail girl. I need to build my brand, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Her mindset wasn't there.
Yeah.
She had the money. She was ready to go. She saw me speak on stage. My authority is super high. Right. So I'm like Jesus in her mind. Right.
Yeah.
But I'm talking to her and I'm listening to her and she's explaining things. She's scatterbrained.
Yeah.
She's all over the place. I know when she gives me the transaction of cash, right? She's not going to listen. She's not going to be coachable.
Yeah.
And she's going to be all over the place. Then she's going to take it emotionally and probably maybe like, oh, Jay did this. You don't know. I felt it deep down.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, that's like the victim card. And a lot of people that are entrepreneurs now, right, play the victim card. Like a lot of times they say, this didn't work, this because of this. They just make up too many excuses. They already have a failure mindset, right?
And most people don't want to take responsibility of their own actions. When was the last time a client, right, said, you know what, it's my fault. I invested, trying to do this property deal, right? Hey, I didn't take responsibility. I didn't do the work. No, dude. Hey, that guy I bought it from on stage, blah, blah, blah. Jay, he didn't do this. Like, it was all shit.
Yeah.
Like, no, actually, but we can't attack. Because then it
destroys your reputation, and then also as well, it's like we are supposed to be the ones that are those. I don't know. Maybe you guys can.
Dude, we're leaders, dude.
There we go. Boom,
we're leaders,
there
and we have to take a step back. And how many times have you guys done deals where you've lost money? Or you've actually done way too much, but deep down this is the right thing to do.
100%. Going through an agency.
You deal with that a lot.
Yeah. And you just have to take it on the head, and you have to go, you know what? Am I in this? This is a great one. Are you in this today, or are you in this forever?
I like that.
Hey, how long you want to play this game for, bro? You want to make a quick buck? Cool, make it quick. I'm in this forever. Whether you guys stay in Airbnb. Dude, it doesn't matter whether you do Airbnb, property. We've got Mr. Property over here. Like, Cody's done it all, right? But if they trust you, they like you, right? They'll go with you somewhere. Dude, I don't know if I want to stay in PR and branding. I like it. Maybe I might start a restaurant. Maybe I might start like a barber, But if people are like, Jay's the real deal, I work with him, I'll support him.
It actually goes into the next thing I was want to talk about. Like, how is that? Because I'm going to tell you my strategy, how I have my personal brand.
Right.
Why I don't go too hard into the marketing guy, but I am the marketing guy. Okay. But the reason why I'm like in everything, in a sense. Like I come in as a JV partner and handle the market side. Let's be the CMO, right? But how do you say someone should like transition if they are, hey, I don't want to sell this online course of this niche, and how do you think that looks for them if you think there's like, it's weird for someone to jump around to something or?
Yeah, I don't think you have to. I think there are people in this room that we're all advise people. I think you pay for a coach, for the blueprint, for direct access. You know, I don't think you have to do everything that you like. You don't have to do a low ticket, medium ticket, high ticket. It's how you want to position it and play it. But I think like what you said before, if you're trying to quick start it, you may trick a few people, but dude, it won't last because you won't know how to handle the heat. Remember we spoke before of when it gets hot, you'll be like, I haven't been in this position before, freak out.
Yeah.
I've got runs on the board, so when someone comes at me like that, it's cool. I'm cool because I know what to do. Yeah. But if you've tried to jump the system and haven't put the runs on the board, and when you get a big deal, then you get given it and you fuck it up. Yeah. That's it.
So where does that knowledge come from, you know, or is it just experience, and also how does that correlate, you know, kind of back to what Ben was just saying, like a person that may be known for this particular lane, you know, like what tools or what skills does a person need to make that transition, or how does that transition even look? You know?
I think they need to try multiple things. Yeah, I think there are guys that we know that are making tons of money, but guess what? Money's here. Social life, social ineptness is here. Like they can't have a conversation. They don't even know how to like shake someone's hand, dude.
Yeah. You know, something like that.
Dude, they're making 40 grand a month and like these 19-year-olds, and they don't even know how to like, hey, thanks so much. They cannot pick up the phone, bro.
I think it's we're in an interesting stage. I think it's kind of like it's like an affiliate white label stage, because there's so many like infrastructures built. Right now. I know there's a lot of people that even like use my agency, like they white label my agency, so like their agency, but we're the one fulfilling on the back, which is fine, which I love too. But I do see that we're in that stage, which is some people are fucking it up because they don't really know the skill set. We'll say it. Yeah, the fucking Amazon guys, right? Like there's some that are great, you know, we won't go through names and stuff, but obviously some aren't fulfilling. They don't really know that, you know, so it's like, but it's a high ticket thing, but it makes a lot of money, so they are just
you just try to sling deals because I get it. Like, you know, and this is what I was saying to a buddy of mine the other day. What would I be like if I was 19 again in Miami? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm hoping, like my parents raised me well, I think enough, but it's maybe because I'm also, you know, I came with MySpace. I'm 34, so it's different, and I wasn't living in America. I came from Australia, so it's like, but I don't know, dude. It must be tough because you're 19, you're trying to live this life that's not real. You see these guys, you know, you make a bit of coin. You don't want to go like they didn't work the tough, shitty jobs at the beginning. They've gone from 0 to 40 grand a month, bro. That's not. How is that mentally going to like keep them in check?
Yeah. So let's talk solutions, because I know we do bring that up quite a bit. So for the person that's watching this right now, and that is their situation, they do hear like that voice deep down that they do need to hone in on that skill that we've been discussing. Where do they start? I know you have some etiquette course or mentorship or something like how to like.
I like to coach younger guys just out of like my heart, because I think all men need a role model in their life. A lot of guys didn't have dads. I did. You know what I mean? But I think there's a stat. I don't know if I heard this recently. When a boy doesn't have a father in his life, the problems, I don't know the stat at all, the problems that occur because of that, like that actually hit my heart. Because there's a lot of guys doing bad things, and then they go back to like not having a male role model in your life. So like I know a lot of guys need some guidance, and I think we need to tell them straight, like, guys, like money's great, and yes, we all, you know, if you're a straight male, of course, like we always like women and we like the opposite sex, but you need to learn, you need to listen to your gut, because what Instagram says, what this says will trick you. Your eyes will trick you. This will not trick you if you listen to it. You know, if you're like, you know what, that's not the right thing to do. You need to act on that, because eventually you'll keep doing it, and then one day you're gonna wake up, you're just gonna, in my opinion, you're just gonna be like, what have I done? You know?
100%. Man.
So having the mentors and the guidance and having things like this, to at least go, because all people need to do is hear one thing tonight. That's the only thing I've learned about these. People cannot reframe all the information. They're looking for one thing. to hit them at that one time when they makes sense.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's definitely how it was for me. Like I heard that one thing years ago, and I was like, got it.
Yeah.
All I knew was that one thing.
And it's funny, you didn't plan for it, right? It's not like I'm ready to receive Jesus.
No, definitely. I remember that stage of being like super like lost, like not knowing like what I'm really gonna do. Especially like when football was taken away from me, it was kind of like a damn, like what's my angle here?
Can you talk about that a little bit? Like when football was taken away, like what did that do? Like, you know, I think you're about to go into a little bit, but specifically, let's start off what happened.
Yeah, so like, so I got I forgot what shoulder injury it was like exactly, but.
Were you a quarterback?
No, I was actually a strong safety. I was a strong safety, and I was guarding.
What's your nickname?
Honestly, I didn't have a nickname. I just was known for being a hitter, you know. So that was like my
little
thing.
Hitter, baby.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, like I was very like strategic with how I was do stuff, and I looked up, I studied just like with business, just how I studied business, if I audited accounts like that. I studied the game so well to a point where I started like realizing like cadences and like just things that the guard would do. I would know if it's a run or a pass like really easily because there's like 3 different people I just look at. But yeah, man, just having during practice, and when that happened, tore my shoulders, guarding receiver, dove for the ball because I just wanted to be, you know, I was extra, like to be the one that making the play. So I dove for the ball. She didn't have to do that. Could have just let the ball hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? And I tore my shoulder. I never forget. Like it happened. I just was on my knee, and I'm just looked at my coach. I'm like, I've never felt that before. I was like, whatever it is, it's like, it wasn't a stinger. It was like, this was like, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that was, but it's probably a wrap. I still tried playing because it was actually a very interesting time in my life. I went down from like a D1 to a JUCO, and I'm like, I have to get out of here.
Right.
And so it was even very depressing when it happened. I'm like, damn. So I tried to like suck it up. Tried having them do like, you know, doing some illegal shit. I was trying to get like painkillers, shots. I was like, I gotta play. And I couldn't afford insurance. You had a JUCO, they don't really cover you for shit like that.
Right.
So when that happened, I was like, still like, all right, I need to get something just to make money. So I was like, I at least have time now. I'm not playing football. I could go work.
Yeah.
So I went to go work. I think my first job was like, the first sales job I had was like Sunglass Hut.
Right.
And I liked that job because I was like, oh, this job is everywhere in America. Like every mall has a Sunglass Hut. So I was like, I could make myself, you know, go up and, you know, to be a manager, this and that. And so I was doing really well at that because I liked it because I had to wear suits. So it was kind of changing me from.
It framed you.
Yeah, it framed me a little bit. And I was taking like the sales meetings really. Yeah. I was taking the sales meetings very like, you know, I was like, oh, this is something interesting. Like I'm able to be a little bit more proper. I could get these deals and I look good and this and that while I'm doing it. And so that kind of started like my journey. And I just realized how valuable sales were, you know? And
it's also molded you, man. Sales is just communication. Like you put in a suit, you have a routine. Like you have to be professional. You can't be showing up late. It's like if you add up all these character building things.
They're all in it.
And this is what I think a lot of young guys like don't have, and like this is why I like to help them because it's
top 5 right now. What from 1 to 5?
What's 4?
Like you know, like they gotta have the suit. You gotta keep yourself, you know, manicured up. Like
don't look at me, dude.
you know, like what?
I already have enough for you guys from West Hollywood still trying to hit me up. I'm like, bro, I'm not gay yet. Give it time, sweetie. Give it time. 36 is the time. Oh, fuck you.
Oh man.
A lot of people say like, just give it time, bro. That doesn't work like that. You don't change one day like gay. Today's the day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I look. Top 5. I look top 5 things.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more about character.
Yeah.
Because character. Well,
sure.
well, the character on a whole. So like,
Gotcha.
dude, like for me, like attitude is huge for me and what I tell my team.
Okay.
Because stuff's gonna happen to us. Dude, we can't control it. But what happens to you? How do you manage that?
Yeah.
You can manage here. Okay, I lost that deal. Okay, Okay. Let me take it a step back. Attitude is really important, right? Like how you treat people, man. Like I'm so big on like trying to treat people the way I want to be treated. You know what I mean? Especially when people treat like waiters really disrespectful. Dude, that's not acceptable. You know, like just you don't need to be. Now we're allowed to like if you're gonna find dining restaurant, you're allowed to speak up, but like don't be a dick. Like be kind. Be a person of good character. Professionalism is something I've been ingrained into. Yeah. Since I was 14, I did gigs for McDonald's as a magician.
Yeah.
I've just like you can't with McDonald's.
Oh yeah,
Email, you want to check everything, 8 o'clock, you there at 7:30 with my little bow tie. You know what I mean? Like, your professionalism is a lot of people don't do. You know, like, you know, and people don't do what they say. Like, dude, if you can't do something, it's okay. Hey, man, communicate. Woo. Dude, don't ghost.
Yeah.
This whole ghosting thing is weird to me in America. Ghosting. Dude, the only ghost I like is Casper, and he's friendly, you know? You know, but don't, like, you can say, hey, man, I didn't get it done. Hey, man, I'm sorry. What can we fix here? That shows your true character. People like, I like that guy because he's, listen, we know things happen, but he was willing to say, he couldn't do it, paid the money back. He's going to try fix it. Dude, that's the kind of guy I want to work with. Because what did we talk before? If shit goes down, he's there.
He's not jumping ship.
It's easy, five fives, fist bumps, bottles, girls, when it's all checks and wires. What happens when there is a slow month? What happens when 40 clients need a refund? I'm going through that right now. You know the character that it's built for me? For people said to me, man, you didn't run away. That really made me cry, dude. I said, what? And they said, we're expecting you to run away. That hurt me because they thought my personality was the guy to bounce. Get back to Australia, just like disappear. I said, no, I'm gonna stick through this.
No, that's beautiful. I was just having a conversation, you know, with the Airbnb client for like an hour and a half. And it was just some miscommunication. Data got entered incorrectly. I believe it was like email communication, stuff like that. We had no idea if this was going on. You know, so essentially, I get a hold of the situation, and you know, just the amount of respect that they had, that I didn't just like, oh well, you know, that happened. Sorry, click, you know, and just like just disappear. You know, oh, we have your money, whatever. You know, they were like, man, like, one, you don't know how many people that we're going to connect you to now because we see that you're a man of integrity. You do what you say that you're going to do, and you're trying to fix this. Dude, there's so much reward behind that.
I know, and that's extremely challenging to teach someone. And man, maybe we've all done it where you do wrong and you learn from it, but we're in this game forever. And look at the people that keep winning. You know, like that's like those people that keep screwing people over. Where are they? Dude, I don't see them often.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Like they really.
You're right.
Yeah, you and then you attract who you are. You want to go deep tonight? You attract who you are, not what you say you are. You ever met someone in Miami and you see the people I hang out with? Dude, why do those old guys like constantly screwing people? They're attracting their own kind.
And drama.
Like there was a photo. I'm not going to say the name. There was a photo of these guys at a dinner. So I'm scrolling. I said, dude, that guy screwed that guy. I know it will happen. But they're all on the same table. I'm like, that's the scam table.
Right.
And they probably think they're like narcissistic. Oh yeah, we're killing it right now. Like, but it's amazing. It wasn't like 4 dudes here. It was like all of them. I was like, it's incredible what
it is
attracts.
because we know a lot of those people right now. They all work together right now. So it's interesting.
And it's sort of funny, man. Maybe this is why we connect too, because there's an energy that we can't explain. You see, I see. It's like we don't need to do business right now, but it's like, dude, I like what these guys are about. Like, man, it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's made Miami, living in Miami, a very like I'm blessed and thankful, but it definitely is interesting. I'm like, oh, that's how some people are.
Yeah.
You know, and you're not like, it's not surprised by it, but it's just like still like, oh, it's interesting, you know?
Yeah.
To see that's how people operate. But there's a lot of good people, thank God. There's a lot of good people here as well.
Keep your head down,
in the world, you know?
One thing I always tell people, hey, keep your head down, because the moment you look up is the moment you lose focus. Like the moment I ever like, hey, what's everyone else doing these days? I'm starting to get jealous. Why does Justin Bieber have a fragrance line? I don't have a fragrance line. Yo.
That's why I always say. That's why I always tell people.
Why does Cody always have cool girls around him? Like she's like, where is mine?
It's an OG, man. But like that's one of the reasons why I always say like it's like a football term. My coach would say like the scoreboard is 0-0, so that way you don't ever feel like you're winning. You know,
you versus you. It's you versus you. The competition is yourself. Because at the end of the day, dude, it's not realistic. Think about this, right? Think of a 19-year-old. Look at Justin Bieber, perfect example. Dude, you can't relate to Justin.
No, not at all.
He's a 19-year-old superstar. Oh, he made it was for 15-year-old superstar. How many young boys can relate to that? Please. What are you going to be like? Well, I'm playing a guitar. I didn't make it. Dude, that's a whole different. You know, like it's not. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
You know, dude, these are these shooting commas, and then like, do you really want Justin Bieber's life? I don't even think he wants his life anymore. That's a whole other story.
So real quick.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up.
You know, switching gears. I want to get a little bit juicy, man. I ain't going to hold you. So, you know, I see that, you know, you're a smooth guy. I see the way, you know, women interact with you.
Shut up, man. Come on, man. You got those Russians?
And I see like that you have really like a seamless, suave, smooth, vibrant, energetic, you know, situation going on. Now, what is a piece of advice?
Let me just
say two pieces of advice that you would give a man out there that is struggling to be, you know, that I guess attractive version of themselves, or however it is you want to put it. Like,
you want to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, like, but be the best version, but also as well, you know, don't have a problem in that department.
With women or like with
with women, relationships, all that kind of stuff.
Can I give you like the advice that I did?
Yeah, what's up?
I paid a dating coach.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that answer.
I got a trainer. This is like a few years ago. And I said, what is the difference between paying for a trainer and paying for a dating coach? It's a skill set. I wasn't brought up with like models around my life. I don't know how to talk to women. That wasn't my life. I was like, I'm not good in this department. I'm going to take my ego out of it. It's funny when like I tell people that, they're like, really? I'm like, dude, it's a skill. Like if I said, hey man, I learned piano. Oh, cool, man. Like, you went train? Yeah, I trained for 10 years. Congratulations. But the moment a man says he needs help with women, we laugh at him, right? And I'm not saying anything with you, but it's the truth. It's like our dads are supposed to give us, hey, son, let me take you to the strip club. That's not, it doesn't work. Let me teach you how to drink your first beer. Like, dude, I was raised in a Christian home. I was told sex.
Dad was a pastor.
Yeah, my dad was a pastor. I was raised at sex. You have sex before marriage, you're going to hell.
Yeah, you're going to burn.
If you think about sex, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
If you touch yourself, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just go to hell now. You know? but I paid a dating coach. I paid a stylist. You know, I wanted to be better, and I was like,
how much does something like that run?
No, nothing. Like honestly, for most things in life, for $500, this is the one thing people don't understand.
Yeah.
People think, oh, I'm going to pay $5,000, $10,000. You're not trying to get the best. Just get someone who knows a little bit more than you. Invest in him because you're investing in you.
Yeah.
Dude, most people don't understand value with money. They don't actually know their expertise and their time.
Yeah. Yep.
You can still get people at $50 an hour, $60 an hour.
Yeah.
Dude, psychologists, some of the best psychologists are $250 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, for people to take our time, we're charging a lot.
Yeah.
They haven't understood that yet.
100%.
So you can go get a dating coach, or you can go get a stylist, or you can go get a business coach or a real estate expert and figure out like, hey man, what would it cost me to learn from you just for an hour, you know?
So what was your goal? What was your, after that dating coach experience, what was your go-to? Like, you're going to an event, you know, with, you know, your boys or whatever, you know, I think we have a real estate, you know, something to do after this as well, mixer-ish. So, and you are in that vibe, like you're open, you're mentally there or whatever.
Yeah.
What's kind of like your go-to thing? Like,
Well, you got to remember too, and I always want to frame this, because I was an entertainer, I also had opportunities to be very social. I was paid a lot of money by corporate companies.
Yep.
Your job is to go to a room of people, make them all smile and laugh.
Exactly.
So I was paid to learn faster, right? Think the psychology behind that, right?
Yeah, got you.
But at the end of the day, my problem why I went to a dating coach, if I can risk reveal,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to seduce. I was the monkey boy.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, I understand exactly
So a
what
lot
you
of guys
mean.
I know that I speak to, every guy, if you get vulnerable with them, ask any guy in their life, very few people, even Dan Bilzerian, he's in his book, he's talking about this. Every guy has a struggle with women throughout. They have one or two things. It's like, I was the friend zone dude. I was the overweight, no one looked at me. You know, dude, a lot of guys...
I'm laughing because I remember that point in my life where I was definitely being put in the friend zone. I wanted to be everybody's buddy.
Yeah, girls like, let's hang out. Like, let me talk about the guy. That never happened to me because I've never... But my problem is let's invite Jay, and then everyone would like never talk to me or call me or whatever, text me. But I was like, that's my problem. And I was like, this problem keeps happening. I need to fix this.
Yeah.
And all it took was like couple of sessions with a guy. He reprogrammed my brain.
Yeah.
And all it took was like, just do this instead of that. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it changed me and it gave me confidence as a man, because it's not about banging women.
Yeah.
Let's just be, people have this thing, like a lot of guys out there, you got to take sex off the top. We spoke about this.
Yeah.
You want deep shit? You take sex off the top of the pyramid. Watch your life change. Men are run.
Damn, that hit for me for sure.
Men are run, right? Then you got two brains. Most men are running using this brain to run after everything. Take that off the top of the pyramid. Bro, watch your whole energetic sexual state change.
Yeah.
You appreciate women, you love the feeling of that, but you're not run by it. Dude, you women, people see you in a different. When 28, happened to me at 28.
Yeah, and what I love about like having conversations with you, man, is like, yes, there's that goofy side, that fun side, but I know you. They don't. But that was real. What you just did was very good for a lot of the audience. Like being able to like get uncomfortable, laugh, joke, and then turn it into like, hey, this is the real like meaning behind this entire like exercise that I went through, not just like, so I could just have sex with a bunch of women.
Yeah, so I do have a question for you, for both of you, right?
Yeah.
All right. When it comes to women, that's like what you prefer. Would you prefer a woman that is making about the same money as you,
right?
Very busy, only probably see her like on a good week 2 to 3 times,
right?
But maybe like once a week.
Okay.
But obviously the love and everything is there.
Yeah.
But you guys don't really have that, there's not that much intimacy connection, right? You don't have that time spent because you guys are both busy.
Right.
Or take the one girl that's not as on that level, like financial wise, but she's always needy and needs you around and needs to be around you. There's, but you have, but she also listens. She also listens to you, and also, she's not combative, but she is a little bit nagging. Kind of, there's some stress with that. Like, is
this like the ultimatum though? Is this like black or white, red pill, blue pill?
It'll say like the ultimatum.
So it's
let's still go for a regular IG type model looking girl.
Oh no, I'll take that, because you know what? I would rather support, and you can fix neediness, because that comes from comfort. It comes from communication. But like, in my opinion, there's a thing. There are like the personality types.
Yeah.
I can't have 2 stars in a relationship. Meaning, I could never date another entertainer or someoone's a speaker. It wouldn't work for me.
Expand on that.
Because we're both wanting the limelight, and then it's just in the DNA. I can't have Vanessa, the speaker, and Jay, the speaker, in the same relationship, in my opinion, because you were both wanting like.
No, I get it.
It's like actors dating actors.
So wait a minute, that's a power couple, bro. Like why would you go against that? That's what Instagram, would push and pushes on people.
Well, that's the thing, when you travel so much and you date enough, you know what you care for. I want to support her.
Yeah.
And I want her to run her own business.
Yeah.
But I will support her. She can she's more behind the scenes, and she can be a driver and do her thing. But dude, when we're walking in a restaurant, I'm leading.
Yeah.
On TV, I'm the dude. But that's that's just who I am. Yeah. But I've dated people with stardom.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not even ego. They actually get annoyed at it. Because there's jealousy and you can feel it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to deal with that. And then there's a connection lost. Even if they love you and if they like you, you're like doing this and they all want the same thing. You know what I mean? And there's like this kind of like rivalry.
Yeah.
And then there's like enviness and like snakish kind of like.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
Do you think that's what happened with what's his name? Jack Sparrow and that whole situation?
Dude, that was.
I would say like Kim and I would say like Kim and Kanye probably had that issue that they probably deal with because
that's a whole nother.
They are both like the stars, and I'm pretty sure that kind of
both billionaires and just fucking the most famous people on the entire planet.
And obviously like anything that he says, he gets a ton of attention. Anything that she says, and obviously it's not she, it's mum. It's mum and the family. It's a whole conglomerate.
The friends and all that.
And obviously it's hard for us to comment on that because that's a different level of like problems. Like they're like superstars around the world. So
So in relationships with women, especially being like entrepreneurs, do you think that a lot of men get the short end of the stick as an entrepreneur, chasing, the grind, building the legacy, the dynasty, and then also as well, he's entertaining, women, more than just, hey, this is just a one night stand, stuff like that. Do you think a lot of these guys are getting the short end of the stick? What do you think?
Yeah, like short end of the stick, like they're not fulfilling who they're supposed to be, or
not fulfilling who they're supposed to be, getting distracted, investing all this time and all this all this crap into a relationship that's temporary and this and that, and because this is what it is, man. A lot of women nowadays, they date guys that are entrepreneurs, that are successful.
Cedric, let's just give them, we got to be authentic. Our podcast is called Authentic. Let's just give them the real. We got to give them the real. We got to give them the real.
Yeah, for sure. So, there's a lot of women out here that are dating guys and they're just literally like withdrawing. That's all they do.
Yeah, they're holding
withdraw. Especially with entrepreneur, because if you have any sort of like any tangible success, because profile, status, all that kind of stuff. So, have you seen that side of it? Like,
man, I lived in LA.
Yeah, how was that? Take us through one experience.
They're just chasing the next shining star. Mm-hmm. Shining star is the next actor, the next superstar.
Yeah. How do you avoid that? Like, how do you avoid running into those situations?
I think you either play it and you realize one point you're at a deep part of your life, like a dark time. I call dark time dangerous time. That's where the devil shows up. You're like, fed up. I'm done. Enough is enough,
Yeah.
And everybody has a different version of how they may have been there. But yeah, dude, I've woken up and it's like, you're not in a good state mentally. You've been drinking. You're partying. You're high.
Yeah.
It's like you just feel terrible about yourself. And for me, my trigger was I was in LA. I had a really big meeting, and I partied all night.
Yeah.
And I missed the meeting.
Oh my goodness.
And it just was like, that's it. I worked so hard for the meeting, and it was a trigger at that night. It was girls and all the other fun stuff that comes with it. It's just like.
So what type of advice would you give to a young man that's watching this podcast right now?
Yeah.
We need some OG. They need some OG advice. Like they're going through that kind of situation. Where it's a lot of withdrawing, not enough depositing.
Right.
In multiple areas. What are some action steps that they should take? To correct that situation? Because I know we talked about a lot of problems, a lot of things that people are going through. But
change your environment. Change your environment.
Okay.
You know what I mean, dude? That's like the old school way. Like, dude, if you keep hanging around with guys at the strip clubs all night, popping bottles, how do you not become that? How do you not it's like it will attract you. Like, dude, just go hang out with a different group of people that are doing good things and you connect with them, and watch your emotional state and energy change. Yeah, I feel great. I feel uplifted. I feel present. I'm not drunk. I'm not high. I'm not run by this.
Yeah.
That's a different world, man. But that takes time too. You know what I mean? And I know it's really hard because there are people listening right now that are in relationships that they don't support them. There are people that they're with their parents, living with their parents that don't support them.
Yeah.
They're at a job right now that it's hard for them to get up. They've got kids. So let me a lady's watching. Got 3 kids. She can't just pick up and leave.
Yeah.
But they're you have to find a way, figure out a way, because we can tell you what to do, we can show you what to do, but until you actually go, that's it, no more, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Question: Do you guys think that women? And we don't want to say all women because. I definitely know some amazing women that are not like that. Yeah. But we know a lot of women that are the other way, right? There's obviously more, right? There's more than the other.
Of course.
Do you feel like a lot of women are having let's not be real, but kind of delusional expectations when it comes to relationships?
Yeah.
And why do you think that is?
Because they're also they haven't found themselves yet. Guys haven't found themselves.
Yeah.
Girls don't get the magic spoon and we found ourselves. No, they're dealing with the same thing. I'm not pretty enough. I don't have enough likes on Instagram. Why wasn't I invited on the boat party? Why didn't I get that job? Right? I did all what my mom told me to do. The guy, he slept with me. He said he loved me. Then he disappeared. like it's mentally taxing for them as well.
Yeah.
Like I feel for our kind, right? Because that's what we are with men.
Of course.
But I know how much challenging it is for a woman. Women are constantly getting judged by their looks, right? Constantly getting judged by their appearance, right? That must be excruciating.
Yeah.
Every day. And what happens if you're a lady that just isn't naturally gifted with looks of a nice cheeks, bigger breasts? Like some people just didn't get the genes of,
of course.
You know, now you should be working out, you can look after yourself, but it sucks. The Swedish girl here from Sweden is not probably gonna get way more looks and stares than you than wherever you're from, and you don't get it. And that's really hard, man. Especially I talk about this all the time. Like imagine if you're 38 as a woman and you're single, you work at a bank in Nebraska, and no one talks to you. Like you talk to the.
But do you think because of that, they like? I get that. I get that not everyone gets like natural gifts. It's not. But the one thing that I'm seeing that people lack is like understanding good communication. A lot of people don't have good communication.
I agree.
But they don't even know how to even talk about the issue. So it's like right away just victim, judge, victim, it's your fault, victim, guys, victim, you know. And so I kind of see that, and where I feel like that's where there's like a lot of disagreement between like both sexes. Because obviously like right now what we're going through in our time, like dating is it's almost like it's a liability. It looks like it almost feels like it's a liability now for a certain type of men because you work so hard to get to here for someone to damn near throw that like one wrong person could throw the whole shit to the you know. We have a friend that's like dealing with that. He's very successful. His ex damn near has him like going to jail almost, and because he has money, like he's like, finding these legal fees that he shouldn't be having to fight in the first place. But things got out of hand, right? But I'm just thinking that I just feel like there's a lot of times that's happening because people are not working on themselves. They're not working on their self-development on both sides, right?
Yeah, you can't like if you're all dial in for deals all day, you'll do deals. But then guess what? Your health is probably out of whack.
That was a lot.
Your spiritual is out of whack. You know, your romance is out of whack.
Yeah.
Like completely, dude. If you just do 100 push-ups, if you do 1,000 push-ups every day, sure. What about your legs? It's like, but it's the same thing. And I don't like the word work-life balance. I think there are times in life where you have to, like, there's no like. For me, it's go mode right now. But I've also spent 12 years traveling, and it's like I didn't have money since I was till I was 31, 32 for most of my life.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, I've accumulated all this wisdom and knowledge, and I feel like I'm 50.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have I get it. I'm like the Chinese guy with having the teeth sitting back, and like I get it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but it takes a lot for someone to understand that, man, and you know what I mean. Like I feel sorry for these guys too because. Yeah, they do work super hard on it, and then all it does is takes one woman to come through that knows how to get under his skin, that pulls up whatever that, and then he goes from all this success to just, and no money can fix that. Like there are some things what does Tomosi say? Money is great until the problems you have, money can't be solved with it. Then what do you do?
Yeah. No, that's 100% true, man.
I definitely seen. Someone was asking a question is about what do you think makes a healthy relationship, and someone said money, and they had some really good points on that because they were saying money helps get away from like usually most relationships do have if there's a financial type thing, it kind of starts going downhill because all these other doors open up. So he was pretty much stating that like money. We probably talked about it. Oh my God, we had so many clips we were talking about, but that's probably where it's coming from. And just the fact that it was like, I think if you remember exactly what he was saying, but it was like money was help you keep the hot girl around, keep the amazing friends around. Right. And it made sense, like, cause someone could probably look at that and take it the wrong way.
I know,
you know? But I was being open, so I was like, you know what, that actually
contextually it does
kind of make sense.
Because look at the times in your life when you had no money, right? Or like when you had nothing. It's like, dude, it doesn't, like, I would rather be the one, like, I'd rather have money with these same problems. Because you're not worrying about where to eat, you're not worrying about, like, can I even go out and take my friends out for dinner? Yeah. You're constantly in a negative mindset that you're scared, you're frustrated, you're worried, you're like this.
You also, I feel like your girl respects you more too when they see that you're making money and they understand that that time you not being there, they're like, oh, it makes sense why he's not there because he's doing this, and they kind of. So it's a very interesting thing that we're going through. I feel like we're dealing with certain problems like really, really fast without without real understanding of it as like a nation.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's why we gotta take it back a little bit. You know, that's why I said keep your head down, man. Like, but hey, like you don't have to be worrying about closing $50,000 a day. Like, stop it. I try to tell them stop it.
Yeah.
Because they need to be. Do you hear what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like people
you must stop it.
People are making $45,000 a year in America.
Yeah.
And you're worried about not clearing that a day.
I remember my first 100K day. And you know, and I was like, you know, just putting so much pressure on myself, you know, after that situation. So, you know, I definitely lived that. So
let's wrap it up, guys.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, you know, it really just sounds like people need to be aware, take inventory, and start working on themselves. I think that's what you've been screaming, you know, through the relationships, the good, bad, ugly of business and entrepreneurship and all that kind of stuff. It sounds like you're saying it's internal.
Yeah, man.
That's where the focus should go.
Yes,
and then once the internal changes, then that's when all these the floodgates of prosperity and abundance opens up.
This is like magic. This is your like power. Cause here, this is like I feel like, and it's still building, but I feel like in the last 3-4 years, dude, I'm like, bring it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's so strong.
I love that.
You know,
I love
and
that.
like my you know, it keeps you in check. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
so and also, you know, I know you do some mentorship, some coaching. I don't know if you have any books out or anything. Like, where can people find you? Do you have any events coming up? Anything that you would like to share with the audience?
You know, JJ Live. You know, JAYJAYLIVE. That's the best way. I'm always trying to do things, and
he literally lives his name like to the fullest. Like he's always going live. What is that? 7:30, 8 o'clock?
I pause it for a little while. Man, you know, the algorithms are stupid. You know, forward 4 followers. I'm like, bro, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like I didn't buy all of them. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
No, that's actually. But I think one of the takeaways I'd want people to like take from this is like, try living a life that's optimistic and with gratitude. I think that's kind of an easy way to start, to kind of not look at, you know, like, it's just, cause that's what I know personally what helped me. I feel like that's just what, hearing other people talk and the way they even move, they don't really sound like they're even like thankful for, you know, just the little things. Like,
but one thing I want to say, like, as a man, one thing, the biggest mistake, I haven't told many people this, that I made, was I never reached out for help. Because my dad was Sri Lankan. And he's like, you don't do that. His ethnic father. Like
we could have a whole episode about just that by itself.
Like for so many years I didn't think, you know, I wanted to do it myself, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of courage you have when you're trying to figure it out, but there's a lot of discouragement, dude. Like in my opinion, I don't think you should live off a mentor, because then you're always like a monkey on someone else's back. Use him to guide you. Frodo had Gandalf, right?
Yeah.
Disciples had Jesus. You can always find these like stories, but it's like you need people to guide you. And even when I'm struggling or at a point, I'm like, who can I call? Who can help me? Because that's a really good muscle to learn how to do. Because dude, if we keep it in so much, that's when you go crazy. That's when
my mom always told me closed mouths don't get fed. And she used to tell me that a lot when I was younger, because I was like scared sometimes to like talk to my football coaches if I didn't like something. Yeah. And she used to get on me about that, like on me about it, and I didn't get it. And my adult life, I'm like, oh man, like it's made everything, you know, like I'm in,
asking those questions,
you know,
bro, that aren't uncomfortable. Anyone broken, like, yo, bro, I need some leads. No, dude, hey man, I'm having a problem. I like this. I'm having a problem with women. Hey man, I don't know what to do with my life. Like, be vulnerable like that. It's very powerful.
Real quick, JJ Part 2 coming very soon.
Yeah, let's rock it. Let's rock it.
Hey, man,
I love you. We appreciate you, man.
Oh, man.
I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Oh yeah, man. I'm sorry.
We're out, guys.
Thank you.